it's Renee. Welcome to my channel. So for today's video, if you noticed, I am currently not at home. I am on vacation. It is, I don't know, it's just a very gloomy day out, but we are going to go out a little bit later, so I thought I would just kind of do a quick chatty, get ready with me, and maybe try and see if I can cover these up a little bit. I'm not going to do a full face of makeup just because I just haven't really felt like it, and I want like a little bit of coverage because I just got off my period, so I have some acne here and some here, so that's been a thing lately. If you would like to see me just a little bit of makeup to kind of spruce myself up and hear about the things that I've been doing since I haven't posted a get ready with me since my Boxycharm, stay tuned and we'll get into it. So I've got very badly I went to Pride in San Francisco and I got very badly sunburned. It's finally all healed, which is why I haven't really filmed a video. I went to Pride and my whole back and my whole forehead got sunburned, so that sucked even though I had sunscreen on. But so I've just been kind of like putting tons of aloe on my face. Also, I feel like too I might start just using aloe to moisturize because I really like what it does. But yeah, so and then I put some of the Cover FX blurring primer on just because I feel like it works really well for pores. I sometimes will just wear this with no makeup on, but I'm just not feeling the acne right now, so I'm not gonna put on foundation. I think I'm just gonna do like concealer, and I'm all out of the Catrice concealer. So what I've been doing sometimes, what I used to do, this is not very full coverage, at least to me it's not. I use this kind of as a mix-in with this, even though this is almost at 2. This is the Makeup Revolution concealer, and I kind of just like, y'all are gonna judge me for this because I'm still like learning kind of how to do natural makeup, just because I'm kind of a very like all or nothing person, and so it's either all makeup or no makeup, and I've just been having a really hard time with it, but I think I'm getting there. I have a couple, like I did a video recently, like my Charlotte Russe video. I'm just trying to squeeze out some of this on. I did not bring a mirror with me on vacation, which was a mistake. And so I've just been using my butter bronzer mirror, and I've been using this to like mix stuff. Kind of basically what I do, I just take the applicator and I kind of just start to run it all over. This is pretty much what I would do with the Catrice concealer if I like wasn't feeling like putting on like a lot of foundation. I kind of just take this applicator and then afterwards I buff it in with like a kabuki brush. I know that this is like major. Normally I would do it even with like a beauty blender. I just like, I don't know, I feel like the beauty blender sucks up like the amount of coverage that I want, and this just gives me just enough where I can like tone down the redness in my face without like doing too much. But I feel like it kind of works. But yeah, so I went to Pride and it was really fun. It was the first Pride I'd ever gone to. It was actually like not very hot in San Francisco, but it was just like, it was like 70 degrees, and because there were so many people there that it was very like humid and everything. But yeah, it was really cool. It was just, it's very cool going somewhere like that where I've never really been before, even though I've always wanted to go, and I really like that. Again, because of like our current political climate, whether or not you believe it or not, they really have made Pride about resistance. It is about celebrating who you are, but it's also about resistance and like understanding and that you should be aware of what's going on in the world and like how it affects your rights and everything. And it was just really cool. There was lots of cool people there, and it was great to be in such like a welcoming environment. But yeah, no, I got super sunburned, and then right before I went to, I actually dyed my hair. It's faded a lot now. It was very much like a violet color, but now it's more like, I told my sister, I'm like, even though the ends are starting to get brown again, I think I'm gonna dye it again. But it's almost more of like a darker, like kind of rosé color, which I'm really into. I'm just gonna take a kabuki brush, just kind of buff this in and see how this goes. That's the only thing, is you have to be kind of fast because you can easily get brush strokes. But yeah, no, I had a lot of fun there. There were a lot of cool performers there. And yeah, it was very busy. The Pride Parade was very fun. I was gonna film in between going on vacation and Pride, but like I said, I was so sunburned. Like I got sunburned to the point where like I basically the next day started peeling. That's how bad it was. Because I think it's because I kept going like this to like kind of like dab off the sweat because it was quite hot. Sunscreen that I had on pretty much like rubbed off, and so I think that's just why my forehead just got burnt, like burnt. I think I even posted a photo on Instagram, and if you actually like look, you can like see how red I was. Like you can see it on my shoulders and stuff, and I'm still like, see, kind of recovering. But now I'm in Oregon right now. This is where we go on vacation every year, but I'm all out of the Catrice one, like I said, so I need to order some more from Amazon when I get back home. But yeah, no, we usually just visit like the coast of Oregon, and honestly, like the more that I come here, like I used to not really like coming here just because I thought it was like boring, but as I've gotten older, I don't think I'd want to live on the coast, but I've always thought about maybe moving here for like college or something, because even though I kind of do have an idea in my head of where I want to go to school, there's still a part of me where I'm like, I wish that out-of-state tuition wasn't so expensive, because it depends on the school, but I wish it wasn't so expensive because it's like, if I could get in-state tuition in another state, then I would honestly really consider moving, because I just really like being here. I like the weather in Oregon because it's usually cold with some sun, like where we've been. I know it's not this like this all year if you live there, but basically like most, except for today, pretty much every day that we've been here has been cold and sunny, which is like my perfect weather because I don't like it to be like dreary. Like I do like rain and everything, but I feel like you just need the sun sometimes. And yeah, I would just love to live because I love living in California, but it honestly just gets way too hot sometimes. I'm just kind of over it at this point, if that makes sense. Because once you just live in 100-degree weather all the time, at least for me, I feel like I'm just like, I would be fine if I didn't live in weather like this anymore. It just gets old kind of fast. Also too, it's just a lot more affordable to live here. Because I know that if I ever stay in California, I don't know about like what job I would get, but most likely it'd be really hard to like afford to like buy property here eventually, which is like something that I want to do. In probably the next 10 years, I'd like to be able to get a house, but I know that in California, I probably won't be able to do that as much as I would love to stay there. And it's just one of those things where it's a bummer. I feel like that's not a bad base. Maybe a little bit more blending right here. Yeah, I like that LA Pro color, or the LA Pro Conceal. I feel like it's actually a good foundation match for me. It's just really annoying though, because here's how bad Pride was though. It's not bad right now, but like my hands got sunburned that day. Like that's what type of day it was. Going to go in and set my face. But yeah, see, I just put like a little bit of concealer on just to kind of cover the darkness, but I'm not like full on like putting on concealer. Take just a fluffy brush. I didn't bring my big one this time because it just doesn't fit in my makeup bag as much as I love it. And then I think about Cootie Airspun, especially too when you use concealer, it helps just keep the concealer in place. And then I think too about Oregon here is that I actually don't get like super oily too all the time. So that's kind of nice to not always have to worry about just like being oily all the time, because I am so oily because that's just how my skin is. But yeah, I just really like it here. I've been coming here since I was a kid, and like we used to go camping along the coast, and now we just stay in houses because like I don't know, we just don't really camp anymore because we don't have a camper anymore. But I don't know, I don't really know if I would ever live on the coast. I think maybe I would want to live in like a city most likely, just because primarily because I'm younger. If I was older, maybe I'd want to live on the coast. But there are some places that I've been to around here where I'm just like, I would never want to live here even if I was older. There we go. I think that's a decent base. It's not like full coverage. You can still kind of see like freckles and everything, but like most of the acne I feel like is covered, and there's still like a little bit of skin coming through. Like you can still see like my freckles and everything up there, or at least I think you can. Maybe you can't, I don't know. I'm in front of like a very bright window right now, so. Cause I'm bad in love, ooh, ooh. Can't blame me for trying, cause you know I'd be lying, saying you're the one, ooh, ooh, that can finally fix me. Looking at my history. Right, next I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of blush. It's just the NYX HD Definition Blush. Even though I've broken some of this and hit pan on it, it's crazy how much is still in there. I'm just gonna go in with a fluffy brush. We're gonna tap that off, and we're just gonna do like a little like light wash of blush, because I can always blend it out later, but I just want like a little bit of pink just to make me look alive and well. And I kind of just, I don't really like sweep it away. Like I kind of just like pack it in a little bit more, because I figured I could always just blend it out. And I pretty much do the same thing that I always do whenever I do my foundation and like do my face makeup and everything. I do like pretty much just kind of like lighter amounts, and then I always kind of go in a little bit extra, and then I blend over the top of it. And then I'm gonna go in with my butter bronzer, and this is the Aesthetica brush that I got, the P12 or whatever. As much as I would probably not have paid for this brush if I hadn't gotten it a Boxycharm, I really love it a lot. I feel like it's great for just a little bit of bronzing or a little bit of contour, and I feel like it just really is nice. It blends out super well. Like I said, so this looks a little muddy right now and a little messed up. I promise we're gonna blend it out. So that's kind of what's been going on. What else have I done? Really, that's been like the main thing, is that like I was so sunburnt that I just was like, I cannot film. My face is very dry, and I just like I said, since it peeled so quickly, because like I said, it peeled like not the day after, because like the day after we went to Pride, I then went swimming. I invited my friends over, and I was like, because my friend Chloe, she lives like an hour away from where I do, so I don't always get to like see her. I'm just gonna putting it in my temples. I was like, you know what, before you leave, and then my friend Brenda too that I went with, I was like, oh yeah, we should go swimming, because where I live has like a pool. We should go swimming, and you guys should come down. So then I actually went swimming, which was a huge mistake. Even though I put like sunscreen on my forehead and my back too, just so it like wouldn't get more burnt, it still like got tan, which is not good. And it kind of just made me realize that I really do need to start taking care of my skin more, because obviously the world's a lot hotter than it used to be. And so like it's not like I used to tan or whatever, but like I used to play golf, so I was out in the sun all the time, and I would get like kind of burnt, but not really, because I had like a tan going. It's like now if I try to build up any form of a tan outside, then it's like I automatically like get burnt unless it's on my arms or something. And so I kind of just determined that I just really need to be a lot more careful, which I guess I should have figured that out sooner. But now it's like this last time I'm like, yeah, I need to start like putting on like sunscreen and everything. I cannot just keep going outside and getting burnt and hoping for the best, because skin cancer is a thing. So I'm gonna go in with the Crown, or the Luxe Luxie Precision Foundation Brush. I just would never use this for foundation, but I'm just gonna go in with the Ofra Nikki Tutorials highlighter in the 2 lighter shades, just for a little bit of a glow. It's kind of something that you don't really realize because you think that you'll be fine, and then, okay, that was a lot. I didn't tap off enough. Don't worry, like I said, we'll blend it in. But even then too, like I said, I still like to do more of like the same things that I would do if I was doing full coverage. I feel like too, everything kind of looks amplified because I'm right in front of a window. I feel like in real life, it's not that intense. I'm just gonna get some more Coty Airspun and we're gonna blend out my face. And then we're gonna go in with mascara and eyebrows. But yeah, no, I actually ended up shutting the window because it gets like cold really fast, which is why I'm wearing like a sweater. But the weirdest thing is though, is that then when you shut it, because no cold wind or no like cold air is getting in here, I feel like it just gets so hot so fast. Like that's like the only reason I was wearing a sweater is because I was cold. And now it's like I shut the window because also too you can like hear like a lighthouse going off and everything. Then it's like, oh well that's loud and like that's distracting. Whereas this is like not so bad. I need to buy some more Coty Airspun too. I'm like almost out. Like it's crazy how this is because like I feel like you like have so much for so long and then all of a sudden you look down and you're like, I'm almost out of Coty Airspun. Like you just like don't really even think about it. And honestly too, you could leave it like this if you just don't really want to fill in your brows, if you just wanted like face coverage. I've done that before too, but I definitely want just maybe a little bit of my brows defined. That's where I feel like this will kind of make it look like I'm wearing a lot more than I am. And I'm gonna put on some mascara and maybe a little bit of chapstick. So I'm really bad at doing brows on camera, so I'm just gonna do them off because I get like I have to do it with like such like little talking, but I'll come back and do mascara with you guys. That's only that sometimes I feel like my brows almost look either they look too dark or too light. I'm still trying to figure out like the right color, but I think that these are a decent shape and everything. Maybe just like a little bit of rubbing away right there. But yeah, okay. So next we're gonna do mascara. I don't think I'm gonna put any like real eyeshadow on. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll take some butter bronzer and I just like run it through my crease if I'm feeling like extra. But pretty much all I do is I just curl my lashes just for a few seconds. This is just like I think an e.l.f. one. It's like a shitty one. But I've been curling my lashes again because I think that it looks better that way, but sometimes I get scared because last time I curled my lashes I like ripped a bunch of my lashes out, so I just have to be careful. There are some, I think I like this one because it's not like too tight, whereas the one I had before I had like a Revlon one and that's like kind of what ripped it out because it's so tight. Like whereas this one kind of like is loose and kind of deteriorates quickly, which I kind of prefer because then I can kind of control how tight I put it on my eyes. Whereas I feel like the Revlon one, it like didn't really feel like it was on there. And so I was like, all right, maybe I should just like squeeze harder. And I just like ripped out a bunch and I'm like, cool. First I'm gonna go in with the Lash Paradise mascara and with a waterproof one. But yeah, my eyelashes have finally all grown back, so that's been great. Such a good mascara. I use this as a first layer. Yeah, and I feel like my mascara has been looking a lot better because before I would generally gravitate towards full lashes just because I prefer that. I normally prefer that because I like how full it looks, but also too because my lashes were so like messed up for a while because it was like the whole center of my lash was like gone, and so I would put like little fake lashes in the middle if I was gonna just wear mascara. But yeah, just be careful when you're curling your lashes. You never know what can happen. But see, I feel like that just looks a lot better because I feel like my lashes aren't bad. They just don't really curl that much, and so then I can just like if I just curl them just a little bit and then I put on some good waterproof mascara, then I'm good to go. These ones I feel like are a little bit funkier on this side because they curl a lot more on the outside for some reason, and they just like break really easily. I don't really know why. Whereas like I feel like this one, it's just kind of a lot better, whereas this one you can kind of see they're a little bit like shorter and funkier, which is weird because I sleep on this side of my face, so you think that it wouldn't really matter and you think that these ones would be better, but they're not. I do think that this side's a lot fuller, it's just like shorter, and I don't really know why, but I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. Going a little bit more on this side. Missed your calls for months it seems. Don't realize how mean I can be. I can sometimes treat the people that I love like jewelry. So it seems I broke your heart. Ignorance has struck again. Sorry to my unknown lover. Sorry that I could be so blind. Didn't mean to leave you and all the things that we had behind. Someone will love you. Someone will love you. But someone isn't me. I'm gonna go in with the CoverGirl Supersizer and waterproof just because this I feel like already makes like if your lashes already look pretty good, this just kind of solidifies them in place. And also in my vlog, if you watched it for where I went to LA, you'll see that I went on the Jurassic Park ride. Mascara that I wore on that ride, which is it's a water ride kind of like Splash Mountain. After the ride, I straight up still had tons of mascara on. But yeah, I was like, if you're looking for a good ass waterproof mascara, highly recommend this. This stuff is so good. All right, I think that's good. Should I add a little pop of highlight in the corner of my lids? Nah. Next, just gonna go in with some Cherry Chapstick. This isn't even like chapstick brand. I bought this at a hotel when I went to Disneyland a little while ago. It's called like Chap Ice. And it's nice because it just gives you a little bit, of color, and my lips have been really like chapped lately, even in like the summertime and everything, and it's been very, very annoying. Oh yeah, and also too, what I use in my brows, I use the Brow Gal from Tanya Crooks. Yeah, it's in 02, which I feel like helped darken them a little bit and kind of make them a little bit closer to my hair color. Yeah, so I'm just gonna let my mascara dry, and then I'm gonna set my face with the Mario Badescu spray. Yeah, I know it's kind of late in me asking this, but how have you guys been doing? I hope you've been doing well. Again, it's good to be filming again because I haven't really been filming in a while. I'm gonna film a couple more things today before I go out and do stuff with the fam, just because I want to get some videos up this week, but I just haven't posted anything yet. Yeah, I haven't just really posted anything yet this week because I have some videos backlogged, but I just don't really like any of them enough to post them. So I thought I would just film a little Get Ready With Me where I attempt to do some natural makeup. I know it's not super natural, but I'm doing my best. I'm still learning, I promise. But I feel like it's not too bad. I feel like probably the most natural I could have just done blush and then nothing else. But I still like to have a little bit of highlight, and there's nothing wrong, I personally think, with doing full glam makeup, because if you like it, then you like it. You shouldn't be made to feel bad about something that you enjoy. It's so dumb. Yeah, I'm just gonna go in with the Mario Badescu spray and set my face. Usually do a few spritz, like probably, I think that was 6. And I just feel like it helps kind of melt everything into the skin. But yeah, I hope you liked this kind of a little bit of a shorter chatty Get Ready With Me. I hope you did. But if you did, leave a like down below, comment, and subscribe. It'd be great to have you here. Again, my name's Renee. Thanks for watching. Bye.